and welcome to another special edition of True Vision Spot On. Today we are not just here to talk about sports. Today we are celebrating champions. Our Super Falcons, they have done it yet again. They brought home back the 10th WAFCON title. It is not an easy feat. Just last week, we sat here in the studio and we predicted their win. And I didn't do the prediction alone. I did the prediction with some of my guests. And they are back here on the studio. Please join me as I welcome Jeff to the studio. Jeff, say hi.
Hi.
I have another guest, Ebere Anyebo. She did the prediction perfectly. And today she's back here. Say hi.
Hi.
Okay. The match went well. Funny how when in the beginning of the match, I was already losing my mind because 2-0 just in first half. How? Like, what happened? I was already crashing out. I was losing my mind. But suddenly, the dynamics of the game changed immediately in the second half. Jeff, what do you think happened? What changed the dynamics of the game?
Well, the head coach, Justin Madugu, I think as we went into halftime, he made some good changes, some tactical changes. In the first half, we were actually overwhelmed. I think maybe Morocco's home advantage, they were really pressing. As we highlighted in the preview show that we did, Ghislaine Chebak, their star player, they ended up being the top scorer in the tournament, scored early in the game, 12th minute, before Sana Msudi made it 2-0. So as we went into halftime, everyone, as you said, everyone was, we're worried, getting a little worried. We're going into the second half, we made the necessary changes. And I think Miss Esther Okoronkwo, she went on to have a huge game, having a hand in all 3 goals. So, yeah, I think she stepped up in the second half and came back with more energy.
Yeah, Esther really stepped up in the second half because, first of all, she scored the first goal. And then the 2 assists, like the 2 goals, she assisted in the 2 goals. Like, she really wowed me. I also think that the substitution by Coach Justin was one of the turning points for the game because had it been he did not bring in some persons into the game, like Jennifer into the game, I don't think the momentum of the match would have changed. So, Ebere, what was it exactly for you that you thought changed the game? Because according to Jeff, is the substitution. What exactly do you think it is for you?
Okay. Earlier said when we were talking about being discouraged, I for one, I was discouraged in the first half, like 2-0. How? Like, we're supposed to be winning this and not being at the losing end. And then second half, I think at the second half, just like Esther Okoronkwo said, the team came with a fighting spirit. They knew we just had to win this. Like, when you tell yourself that it is either I get it or I get it. So I think that was the turning point for them. They believed in themselves. They came back with the fighting spirit because it's not easy to have 2-0 and then all of a sudden you're having 3-2. It's coming from a place of determination that despite the fact that I'm losing, I believe that I can be able to make it. I think that was the spirit that the girls had, and really it worked for them, the fighting spirit. So along with the substitution that the coach made at the second half, and then they believing in themselves that despite whatever that happens, they're out here to win the game. And just like Jeff said when he was talking, the home advantage, I think it scared them knowing that they are in Morocco, and so it gave them that scare at the beginning, but then in second half they picked up, and I really loved what they did. Kudos to Esther Okoronkwo, the player of the match. She really did great job scoring and then assisting the remaining 2 goals that brought us victory. She really did great.
Okay, yes, that is true. We are not going to dismiss the Moroccan players. They did an amazing job because they didn't just come to try. They came out with full force. And also, if you notice during Esther's penalty that she wanted to play, the Moroccan fans, they were pointing lasers at her eyes. Like, we really need to look into this thing. The people in charge of this, FIFA, CAF, we should look into something like this because it is not ideal that the players are trying to play and then the fans are bullying them. So I think this is something we should look into coming next year. We really need to look into this. So apart from the football life of these players, most of them are doing absolutely well apart from their football career. They have other things they are looking into, they have other places they are doing so well, their personal life, their career apart from football. So let's point our torchlight to Alozie. Michelle Alozie, apart from being a footballer, she is a biomedical scientist. So I want you, Jeff, to please point your torch on her a little. Apart from her life as a footballer, what other thing is she doing?
Yeah, well, I was starting right back in the competition. Michelle Chinwendu Alozie. She was actually born in America to Nigerian parents from Imo State. She's a graduate of molecular biology from Yale University, believe that, one of the top universities in the world. And she plays for the Houston Dash in Texas in America, whilst also working part-time as a cancer research technician at the Texas Children's Hospital, Houston. I think she's a huge inspiration to young Nigerians everywhere and young ladies, that because you have one passion doesn't mean you have to give up the other one. They can combine the both of them and, excel in both fields. She's actually also quoted when asked about how she juggles both of these career paths, as saying that one thing that I hope the younger generation gets from seeing me is that you're able to do both paths. Many times you think that you have to do one or the other, but if you're passionate about both, you're young and you're driven, and you want to continue your career in football, it doesn't mean your academic career has to end. If anything, they can coexist and align with each other. It's an inspiration to know that you can have more than one career. So, yeah, she's a good example for young Nigerian ladies all around Nigeria to look up to. So, yeah.
I'm really inspired by her story because doing two major things at a time, it is really a lot. As a young lady, I am so inspired. I have lots of things I want to do, and I don't want one being ahead of the other one. I really want to try to carry both of them together. So anyone watching this is a call to you that you cannot just dwell on one thing. If you have two passions, you can carry them on. As far as Michelle Alozie can do it, you can also do it. Now let's talk about the woman of the match, Esther Okoronkwo, the lady that changed the dynamics of the game. So apart from a footballer, she has other things going on in her life. Ebere, please, can you point your torch on it a little bit?
Okay, before I go to talking about Esther, I must really commend Miss Alozie. Really, it's for me. I never knew she was into any other thing apart from football until after this, and I went behind and I saw the background, what she's really doing for herself. It's really something commendable. So about Esther, the player of the match, well, like we all know, she's a Nigerian born. She was born in Abia State, precisely, to Nigerian parents. And then at a young age, she moved to the United States of America, at where she grew up in Richmond, Texas. Then that was where her football journey started. So I really want to say something about trying to catch the young dreams. These are people that started their career even at a very young age. What are we doing as a country to catch these young dreams? Because it's looking as if it's only when you go outside the country that you can be able to harness these young minds and train them. Just like Esther, she attended John and Randolph Foster High School, and that was where her football career started, where she played collegiate football at Northeast Texas Community College before she transferred to Lamar University. So we see that at each stage of her life, football was involved. You didn't have to choose either go to school or play football, as the case will have it here in our own country. It's you have a dream, and while still going to school, that dream is being sponsored. And just like you said, you can balance the two. You don't have to give up one for the other. So it's really an encouragement to should I say our Nigerian parents, and then for the upcoming parents, there is that talent that your child have. There is that talent that he or she is born with, apart from education. Now, education brought her, she went to school, I'm talking about Esther now, but then look at where her career has taken her to. So it's not just about education. Let's also water these dreams at an early stage. Don't say go to school first, like our African parents to say, this house, you're not playing football, oh, you have to go to school. What have football done for you get stuff like that. Let's breed them starting from a very young stage. Tell them that they can be both. You can be educated, you can pursue your career, you can be absolutely anything you want to be. And just like you said, Alozie is really a role model to so many young ladies out there, telling you that your career is valid, your dream is valid, and that talent that you have too is also valid. You can be all you want to be.
That is really amazing, and it's something we should look into. They are ladies, they are girls, but they are not relaxed because of their gender or anything. So they are role models to the young generation. Okay, so following their victory, the Super Falcons received grand recognition from the president. So we are going to break it down. Just follow up. The President Bola Tinubu conferred a national honor of office of the Order of Niger to them, all 24 players, and 11-member technical crew. Each player was also awarded $100,000 in cash and also a 3-bedroom apartment in the renewed Hope Housing Estate in Abuja. Each technical staff member received $50,000 and the same housing allocation. Additionally, the Nigerian Governors Forum donated an extra 10 million naira to each of them. This is amazing. Right now, I really want to be a footballer, honestly. I want to go into the pitch and also show my talent. Please, my guests, you're supposed to be. I'm not seeing the vibes.
Okay,
we have to say something about this.
Let me not lie. Okay. Watching the news yesterday, I'm like, oh my God, it was really huge. I didn't see that coming, honestly. Okay, so I was actually looking at the big prize from the CAF. That is $1 million, and then the trophy. I didn't see this coming, and I really, really must commend President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for this. This is like the first time that these ladies are being really ransomly rewarded, let's put it like that. Because don't let it not be, they are bringing us victories. They are making us proud. Like winning the WAFCON for the 10th time. It's no small feat, really. And then 100 million naira in naira equivalent. Oh my God. Just like you said, I'm already dreaming of. So this is like an encouragement, and to let women know that even if it is football you want to go into, whatever sport you want to go into, so not just at the grassroots level, even at the national level, you also have the support that you have. So it's like the president giving them that. And then when I heard of also, so I was thinking it's just the national honor that was coming, and then a 3-bedroom apartments in the renewed Hope Estate. Oh my God, like you're made. You're not going to be in
the country's capital.
In the country's capital, please, let's allow that. It's very important. Like you're a landlord. You don't have to pay for any rent again. 3-bedroom apartments. Like we're talking of state of the art apartment. It's not just any kind of house. This is like a modern facility that we're talking about. No, it's really great. And then for the Governors Forum, 10 million naira each. Like these girls will be smiling. And I hope really this is not just for camera's sake. I hope they really get this reward, and it's really going to boost their morale. Really, it's going to boost their morale that when they want to do something, when other tournament comes up, it's more like an encouragement for them to be able to do something even better. And then yeah, I think for me, that's just that.
That's really nice. Do you want to be a footballer right now?
Of course. I'm doing projects in Mbappe with my son, or projects Koronko with my son now.
I see that.
And it's really impressive considering the kind of rewards or lack of rewards, let me say, that previous WAFCON winners have held.
Yes,
I think in 2018, during the 9th win, they were just awarded 500,000. Let me not say just, but in comparison to this,
yes, of course,
they just awarded 500,000 naira cash. And if you go back even further to the 8th win, in fact, there was even protests from the players over unpaid bonuses.
Oh my God,
it's really commendable.
Yeah,
it's really commendable what the administration has done for Super Falcons. and
Okay.
long may continue.
Okay, so do you think these bonuses now will motivate our Super Eagles to do better? Because they need to put us on the map too. As Super Falcons have placed us on the map, like 10th WAFCON title. Do you think that this gift from the president now will push the Super Eagles to do better? Because I don't understand what is happening. What exactly is the problem? Why?
Okay, well, for the Super Eagles, they are really doing great. They are really doing great. But I think one thing that is, for me, I'm speaking based on my own. I think one thing that is deterring them is, should I say, favoritism? See, in football, go for the best of the best. If you want to look at the female team, you will see that the best of the best are being chosen. You're not chosen because you have your father is wealthy, or your coach bribed your way, or like, go for the best of the best. Don't just pick people out of they have what we call long legs, let me put it like that, or that godfather reason. It's not about that. If you want to get the best, you put in the best. I think that the compensation by the Tinubu-led administration is quite commendable, and for whoever it is something that can encourage you to, okay, you know that this was done for the Super Falcons. What will happen if the Super Eagles come up with a victory in their next tournament? You should know that something huge is really going to come out of it. So I think this should be an encouragement to them as well to sit up. And then for the coaches, for the head, for the management of the Super Eagles, they really need to look into selection of players. Go for the best of the best. Don't just go for people you feel, or people that they've given you names to pick and put into the game.
As the show ends, we are not just celebrating the wins of Super Falcons. We have seen, and they have made us believe, that women football is still a thing. Women football is not just a fun or a game thing. It is something that is still existing, and it's something that is putting Nigeria on the map. Thank you for joining us today, and thank you to the Super Falcons for this victory you've brought back to Nigeria. 10th WAFCON title. It is not a joke. Thank you for spending the time with us today, and we hope to catch you later. Please follow us on all our social media platforms. See you next time. Bye for now.
Jump.